JavaScript concepts, it may take some 20 days like that. After that, we are starting the React.js. So that's why if anybody wants to attend the parallel, this React.js and JavaScript. So morning 8 o'clock. So React started in that batch. Okay, already JavaScript is completed. So yesterday started React.js. So you can come to that 8 also. So means React concepts you can attend with 8 o'clock batch, and the JavaScript concepts you should attend with this batch. Okay. Yeah. So those who wants to finish the course early, for them this message. If you have time, okay, up to 60 days, then no worries. Okay, you can attend one by one. If you don't have time, you want to close the sessions within 30 days, 35 days like that, then there is option to you. You can attend parallel these two technologies. I think you got my point, right? Yes? Yeah. 1 second. I'm confused. Yeah. If you have any doubts in this, you can ask me now. No doubts. Fine. So you want to attend a parallel batch. So just contact with management. So they will provide you that link, everything. Okay. But if you in case you want to attend parallelly, right now only you can join because already I started React concepts. One session is completed. So that backup I will give you that recordings. Okay. So that's why in case you want to attend, better now you can join. Okay. Yes. Now, I think my screen is visible. React.js. What is React.js? It is a client side. Already we discussed this point. So client side script to implement dynamic websites. Yeah. So there are two types of scriptings we have to work with the websites. First one is client side script, and second one is server side script. Like that, we have these two types of scripts. So, what is first one? Client side script, and second one is server side script. Client side script executes in browser. Yes, client side script executes in browser, and server side script executes in web server. That is the main point. Now, to implement the logics in websites means in coding point of view, we're using these two scriptings. One is client side script. Another one is server side script. Yes. Yeah. So to implement the logics in websites, we're taking the support on these two scriptings. What the first one? Client side script. And second one is server side script. Got it? Yes. Now, if you take this client side script, where it executes, executes in browser. Got it? Client side script executes where? In browser. So if you implement any logics by using JavaScript or next level technologies of JavaScript like React, Angular, all this comes under client side scripts. Okay. Yes. Now server side scripts, where executes. So executes in web server. If you implement any logic by using ASP, JSP, PHP, All these technologies comes under server-side scripting. Like that, we have two types of scriptings. First one is client side, and second one is server side. Yes, yeah. Client side script executes where? In browser, and server side script executes in web server. That is the concept of this. Now, if you take this React.js, so React.js is nothing but open source client side script. Okay, it is a library of JavaScript. So it is providing more features, more functionalities to easily work with the JavaScript. So that's why you're calling it as library of JavaScript. Is it clear? So many additional features it is supporting to work with JavaScript. So that is the concept of this. Okay. I hope you clear up to here, right? Yes. So yesterday we discussed about this. Okay. So and who implemented this React.js? Yes, we discussed that one also. So Mr. Jordan Wati, who implemented Jordan Wati implemented this React.js in actually 2011 in the beginning, but final version is released. I mean that outsiders for outsiders they released it that React in 2013. Okay, initially they implemented this React.js to work with the concept like okay, chart concept in Facebook. Okay, initially they implemented why? What the reason? To work with the chart concept in Facebook. So first that they implemented this React. Later they added many more functionalities here. Okay, and they released a different okay versions, and everyone started working in their projects, their client side functionalities using this React. So this is the basic information we discussed in last class. Now, what are the features we have in this React.js? Before that, client-side scripting languages, why we are using? Yes. So here, to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. First point, why we are in the client-side scripts? Yeah, first one is to apply the dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. That's the reason. Okay, yes. Now, by default, all HTML controls are static controls. We want to convert those controls as dynamic controls. Then we are working with this React.js. Next one. To validate input controls. See here, you may have some doubt. What is static and dynamic? Yesterday already I showed you. Okay. Static means, okay, the properties. Okay, the properties we cannot change once the control is loaded. That is static. Dynamic means what is that? We can change the properties when after the control loaded in browser. That is called as dynamic. Is it clear? Yes. Like that we are using static and dynamic. So to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. Next one to validate the input controls. Okay. There also we are using this React. Or that to validate the input controls. So username is empty or not. Password retype, password matching or not. Okay. So these type of validations you want to perform. So then also you're taking the support of this React.js. Yes. Is it clear? Fine. Next one, to execute logics. Yeah. So what are the logics we're implementing with React.js? Those logics execute where? In browser. Yes. So what are the logics we're implementing with React? Those logics execute in browser. So that's why the result is very, very fast. User can see the result very fast. So that is the main point. So to execute the logics in browser. So some concepts like yesterday I told you bank applications, EMA validations like that. So this type of all concepts we can implement with these client side technologies. Okay. So in old days, we used to work with JavaScript, but these days we are using React. That is the point of this to execute logics. Next one, to work with Ajax. Yes. So if you want to work with Ajax concepts, if you want to work with the Ajax concepts, then also you're taking the support of this React.js. So these are the main points why we are using this React. So React, not only React, any client-side scripts, okay, we can work with these functionalities. Now you can ask me one question, sir, when we are using the server-side scripts, what we are doing with the server-side scripts? Yes. So server-side scripts, mostly we are using to work with server-related functionalities like establish a connection with the database. Yes, what is that? To establish a connection with database in that point of view. And next one, to create session variables tokens in that point of view. We're using JSP, ASP, PHP, etc. All these technologies. Okay. Anyhow, this is about this concept, which yeah. Yes, fine. I hope you're clear with this, right? So now what are the features for React.js? Yes. So what are the features we have in this React.js? So first of all, what are the differences between JavaScript and React we have? Okay. After that, what are the differences between React and Angular we have? So those concepts we'll discuss now. Okay. Yes. So here now we are covering the features of React.js. First one is okay, supports data binding. This data binding concept is not supporting by JavaScript, but Angular supports data binding. Okay. JavaScript is not supporting data binding. So the point is it supports data binding. What is data binding? Yes. Now here thing is one concept I will show you diagram. For example, you are creating one variable. Your name is equal to Scott. This variable value I want to display on the heading tag or paragraph or any other tag. Okay. This variable value you want to display on other tags. Then what we are doing here, just we are executing some logic. So that logic is reading the variable value and display on this control. Like here, Scott. Yes, yeah. So in this logic, we are reading the variable data and displaying on the control. It may paragraph or heading or any other control. Now, after some time, this cart is changed as Amit, something like that. Now, my question is, this Amit will update on this control by default? No, Amit will not update by default. Again, you need to execute this logic. Then only that Scott will update with Amit. Yes. That is the concept. Means whenever you are modifying the variable, every time we need to update that view. We need to execute the logic. Then only that view will update. That is the main concept. Now we have one internal thing that is data binding. Yes. So what is the meaning of data binding? So data binding we are using to bind a variable nothing but data with HTML control. So that is the concept of data binding. So this variable, if I bind with HTML control, what are the modifications we are doing on this variable? Okay. So those modifications will update on the HTML control. That is the main point of this. Yes. Whenever we are modifying the variable, those modifications will affect on the HTML controls. So that is the concept of this data binding. It is clear? Yes. Now the thing is here. So this is variable. We're directly linking with the HTML control. So what are the modifications we are performing on the variable? Those modifications directly apply on the HTML control. You need not worry about the updates and all. So this concept we are calling as data. Yes. Means as a programmer, you need not worry about those updates and all. That is the main. As a programmer, you need not worry about those updates and all. Yeah. So this concept comes under data binding. Okay. Yes. So next point is support single phase applications. Yeah. So this is one more very big feature what we have in this react.js and also Angular, but not in JavaScript. What is this? Supports single phase application concept. So what is the single phase application? Yes. See, one diagram I want to show you. Yes. This is the server. In this server, we have many pages. So we have one website we are placing. That website contains many pages like home, about us, contact us. Like that, we have different pages. Now this is browser. So some X open his browser and sending a request for the home page. Okay. That page is loading here. So here I display the hyperlinks like about config. If user click on about hyperlink, one more request is going to the server. The response is coming back to the browser. So if user click on the contact, one request is going to the server. The response coming back to the browser. Like this, every time what is happening, a request is going to the server. Okay, that request related, a response is coming back to the browser. So this is the procedure working here. You got it? Every time one request is going to server, that related response is coming back to the browser. That is the concept. Now, when you come to the single page application, okay, how the single page application is working? Yes. Now, in the single page application, all these, okay, templates we are holding as one object. That object we are calling as a router object. If user is sending the first request, then enter that object is loading. And what are the templates we have taken here? Those templates are placing here. Home, about, and contact. Means with very beginning, okay, with the first request only, all these templates are loading in browser. If user click on this about, then it is loading from here. If user click on the contact, it is loading from here. Is this clear? Yes. Like that, from next time onwards, no need to send any request to the server. From next time onwards, we are not sending any request to the server. So this concept we are calling as single page application concept. Is it clear? Yes. So it reduces the number of hits to the server and increases the performance of application. That is the main point of this. What the advantage? Reduces the number of hits to the server and increases the performance of application. So we are spending around 1 week days to discuss the programs with the single page application. So this type of concept is not there in other technologies like JavaScript, etc. But Angular also supports this single page application. Angular also supports this one. Next, supports many validators. So different types of pre-defined validators are available. It is supporting all these validators. Yes, yeah. So different types of validators we have. So in JavaScript, we use it to write logics to validate. But in these technologies, okay, many predefined validators are available. Directly we are using those validators. So that is the main point of this. Next. Supports JSX format. Yeah, JSX stands for JavaScript symbol. Yes. This JSX format it is supporting for us. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So it supports JSX format, JavaScript XML format. What is JSX? Yeah. So JSX we're using to bind HTML tags inside the JavaScript. Yes. Yeah. We can use the JSX for what? To bind the HTML elements. HTML elements inside the JavaScript. So that is the concept of JSX. Is this clear? Like that, this is very, very important. So generally, we are writing HTML in separate page and JavaScript in separate page. So that HTML we are calling from JavaScript until that is big process. But if you take JSX, so we can combine both. Okay, we can write the HTML inside the JavaScript. That is the concept of JSX. Is it clear? Yes. So that's why after execution of the JavaScript logics, that result directly can display on the HTML controls. Okay. Next. So we can use React Native to implement mobile applications. Yes. So React Native we are using for what? To implement the mobile apps. So you want to develop the mobile apps. In that point of view, taking the support of React Native. Means not only website development, mobile application development also we can do by using this technology. So in website development, we are using HTML. In mobile development, we are using native. Okay. So coding is React coding only. In both website and mobile, coding is React coding only. But here, for designing the screens in website, we are using HTML. And for designing the screens, okay, in React, we are using, mobile application, we are using native technology we are using. And the second point is, what are the mobile applications we are implementing with React Native? Those are cross mobile applications. Cross means what is the meaning? Supports any type of mobile. So Android mobile, iOS mobile, etc., etc. It supports any type of mobile. So that is the concept of this. Yes, is it clear? Yeah, that is the main point of this. Yes, yeah. Now, I think you got the clarity in this point of view, right? It supports mobile application development also, not only website development. Next. Yes. React supports Redux to maintain the state of application. Yes. It supports Redux concept. What the purpose of this Redux? We can use this Redux to maintain the state of application. So what is the meaning of application state? Application state means the data of one page we can access from another page. Okay. So you want to access one page information from another page. Okay, in that point of view, we are using state management objects. So like cookies, local storage, etc., etc. These type of state management objects are available. But if you take React.js, so in React.js, Redux library is available, direct library. We can use this library to work with the state management concepts. Okay, so the Redux is very flexible than the state management objects. Redux is very, very flexible than the state management objects. So we are using this Redux to work with the functionalities and all. Yes. So React supports Redux to maintain the state of application. That is the main point. And next one is supports virtual DOM. Yes. So this concept is not there in Angular, okay, JavaScript, etc. So here React supports virtual DOM. It is very, very important feature. Yes. What is virtual DOM? Okay. What is uh, real DOM? So that we will discuss. Generally, JavaScript, Angular, Vue.js, all these technologies comes and working based on real DOM. If you do any modifications in the browser, then DOM is updating. The DOM is updating. So that is the concept of real DOM. But if you take this React.js, React.js provides virtual DOM. What is that? Virtual DOM. So what the benefit of this virtual DOM? Yes. So now if you take real DOM, so real DOM is recreating every time if you modify a single control. For example, we have buttons, text boxes, etc., etc. So many controls we have. So if you modify a single control, so entire DOM is recreating. So that is the main thing. That is about real DOM. But virtual DOM is not like that. So what are the modifications you've done? Only those patchwork it is applying on the real DOM. So virtual DOM is nothing but one intermediate layer between our application and real DOM. So only the modifications it is updating on the real DOM. So due to that reason, React is faster than Angular, not that much, okay, a bit faster than Angular at the time of updating the elements on DOM. Why? Because of this virtual DOM concept. Is it clear? Yes. So that is the main point of this. Is this clear? So it supports what? Virtual DOM. Next, I will show you in detail about this virtual DOM in our concepts. Okay. Now, next point, if you observe here, supports. Okay. Yeah, not supports. Simple and easy to implement. Yes. So it is very, very simple and easy to implement the concepts. Is it clear? So you want to implement the concepts, it is very, very simple and easy. Yes, yeah. Like that, these are the main concepts which we have. Yeah. Is it clear? Yes. Now, compare with the JavaScript. Okay, it is very, very simple and easy. Now, come with Angular. So, what are the differences we have in React.js if you compare with Angular? So, Angular is not supporting virtual DOM, and Angular is not supporting JSX format, and React supports the direct library to work with the Redux. Yes, and React Native we are using to implement the mobile applications. Yes, so these are the basic points what we have. Now, if you compare with the technology like, what is that? Yeah. Uh, Angular, few more differences are there. So what are the differences? Yeah, Angular is very big, huge library. Angular is very, very huge library. And next one, Angular learning curve is more, React learning curve is simple. In Angular, we are using TypeScript. In React, we are using JavaScript. So that's why many JavaScript developers are there in companies. So obviously, they're looking the next technology that is React.js. You want to work with Angular, you need to learn the TypeScript separately. But you want to work with the React, so JavaScript is already there. So directly you can go with it. Is it clear? So, so that's why easy to learn, and many teams are there to work with this React JS. Okay, is it clear? So, due to the reason, any new resource if they want to take, they are looking with this React technology only. They are looking for any new resource. They're taking this React technology because already teams are existed with React. So new people wants to join with them, then compulsory they should have idea on this React JS. That is the main reason. Okay. Yes. Now one use case I will tell you. Okay. Then you will get more clarity. For example, login concept. Yeah. For example, you are working with the login implementation. In this login concept, what are the things we have? First, we need to design login page. Second one, implement client side validations. Means test boxes are empty or not. These type of validations we're implementing, right? Implement the client side validations. Next one. Yes. Check, not check. Send data to server. Yes. That username password. Okay, that username password we're sending to server. Okay, because once you send the username password to server, then only that server side programmer will check whether that username password is registered or not in database. Okay, so that's why we are sending the data to server. Next, just check username password are valid or invalid. Yeah, we're checking these username passwords are valid or invalid. Okay, then redirect to either welcome or valid user page. Yeah, these are the steps we have. Okay. Now, first we need to design the login page. To design this login page, so UI designers, they are using HTML, CSS, these type of technology they're using for the designing of login page. Next one, implement validations. To implement the validations, we're working with client-side script, nothing but here JavaScript. Yes. To implement the validations, we are using the client-side scripts, nothing but JavaScript. Next one, send the data to server. Okay, in this point of view, we are using. So in old days, we used to work with JavaScript. Now these days we are using REACTJS. Okay, because it is the next level technology of React. Next, send data to server. So there also we are using client side script. So it is nothing but React.js. So here we are taking the support of Ajax. Through Ajax, we are sending the data to server. Yes, using Ajax, we are sending the data to server. Next, check username, password valid or invalid. So here, server side program is checking with the database. In that point of they're using ASP, JSP, okay, PHP, like that, Node.js, like the different types of technologies there is. Okay, yes. So this is not our role. Once validation is completed, then user is coming back to browser. Okay, that request is coming back to browser with some value. In that point of view, okay, just redirect to login or valid base. There also we are using routing concept that by using react.js. Yes, these are the main things which we have here. Okay. Yes. I hope you understand this, right? Yes, or no? Yeah. So this is one use case. Okay. So in this, in the second line, I mean second step and third step and fifth step, we are working with React.js. Got it? Yes. In these three steps, we are working with the React.js. So that is the main point. Okay, fine. So is this clear? So not only in this concept, if you take any concept, so 70% is coding is React.js coding we are implementing. Okay. Yes. So registration concept or okay, payment concept or any other concept. 70% is coding is React.js coding we are implementing. So that is the main point of this. I hope you got the clarity in this point of yes, yeah. So any other doubts or questions you have, you can ask me now. No doubts. Okay, fine. So now we need to start the concepts one by one. So as I told you, first we are covering the JavaScript. So I will explain you the JavaScript concepts. Okay. Yes. So once JavaScript is completed, then we will start the React.js. So JavaScript, complete JavaScript we are discussing here, not so one or two, three sessions like that. So closures, hosting, okay. And next one, promises, like that, different types of JavaScript concepts we have. We will discuss all the JavaScript concepts. Once the JavaScript concepts completed, then we will start working with these React concepts. Okay. Yes. As I told you, so demo classes we are spending 45 minutes to 50 minutes. So I discussed this concept. Tomorrow we will start the JavaScript. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, we'll start with the JavaScript concepts. Got it? Yes. Any questions from your side, you can ask me now. Just we discuss what the features of React.js and next one, one concept use case. If you take login as use case, where we are using this React.js. So those things we discussed. Okay. I hope you got the clarity. Any questions from your side, you can ask me. No questions. Then fine, we will switch off the session. Tomorrow I will start the JavaScript concepts. Okay. Yes. Any questions? Okay, fine. Thank you.